My name is Michael Anthony Campbell, Michael, Anthony, Anthony, Campbell, Campbell. And this is my real story. We had just bought a motor home and come in from Washington State and come into Covington, Georgia, and found a park that we're in now. And we parked here at this RV park, backed it in. It's a campground kind of thing. And I got out my camera, took some pictures of the power boxes and the connections and everything, make sure everything was kosher. That way they couldn't say we tore up anything, or it was tore up whenever we got here or whatever. I had proof of what it looked like. So after I downloaded the pictures off my camera, I got to look at the pictures and I started to see these little white dots about the size of some of them size of a nickel quarter, and I didn't look too good, so I went out and took some more pictures, and I started getting more and more of them, and that was kind of strange. These were the size of golf balls, softballs, baseballs, softballs, basketballs, and these big beach balls. They're different colors, white, mostly white, a few red, and some teal green and blue. But that was kind of spooky. I didn't know what the deal was there. So the lens on the camera was nice and clear. I'll make sure I cleaned it real good before I took the pictures, and started taking more pictures, and more of them started showing up. So after a while, I got to thinking, well, maybe I'll take some video of the area, and I started seeing movement. These balls were moving in the air, just white balls. They're transparent. You can actually see through them, and they're floating. You know, like feathers floating in the air, but they're going sideways, and some of them are going cattywampus and straight up in the air and straight down. And I noticed they was going through into the house here in my motorhome here. So I come inside and set up a camera inside, and had the front door right here open, and it was a bright sunny morning. And I had the camera sitting right over here on the doghouse, which is the engine compartment. I had it sitting on the doghouse, and I had it pointing straight up this way towards the kitchen area. And a few minutes went by, and I could start seeing these things in the house, and they're coming through the walls. I don't know, but people say ghosts are real. I'm beginning to wonder, are ghosts real? So got my curiosity up. And a couple of nights later, I was sitting here in the front seat here, and I had the camera down there. I was recording, and my cat here, Peepers, he was sitting there on the table here. He was looking out the window, and I already had my camera going. It was already recording, just a regular webcam, the one I'm using now, shooting this video. And I picked up a woman's voice saying, "Help me." And the cat's looking out the window, so I got up and looked out the window. There's nothing there. There's no lady there. Nobody walking around the trailer, the motorhome. Nobody around. And 2 or 3 hours later, here goes the ambulance up the road. and pulls into this little side street up here. And I'm got to wondering, maybe that was if people die and the spirits leave, or just before they die and their spirits leave and come back to the body or whatever, maybe that was that woman asking for help. I don't know. So that got my curiosity to be more. Started doing some more EVP work, electronic voice phenomena work with a digital recorder, and I'm getting different kind of sounds from this area here, disturbing moans and groans and hollers and screams. And I had the camera up the other evening, and I was watching one of these balls float on the floor, and just above the carpet, probably about 2 or 3 inches above the carpet, it's floating there. And I played it back, the recording, and it sounded like a Cajun song, and how Cajun sings, it sounded like, or it could have been a African American slave song. I had a couple of people I knew that did EVP work. They said it was some kind of foreign language, some kind of accent, and they couldn't quite make it out. But it's quite a nice looking song, and that was pretty cool. I like that. So I started doing more videoing, and I went and got a infrared camera, kind you can see at night. And you would not believe these things are all over. They come in waves. I would say thousands of them. Little balls, about the size of softballs, floating in the air. And I have a little tarp hanging down over on the back side, a little silver tarp. And I put my chair in front of the silver tarp, like this here, and the silver tarp back behind me here. And I'm sitting there, they're just swarming, coming in waves. And next door neighbor, he walked out, and they disappeared. And as soon as he left, they started coming back, just swarming. And you can see little white spots, sparks, and they're going in through the plastic. And I noticed when they go through something, it displaces the area. It's like a time warp or something or other. When they go through it, there's a time warp. It kind of like a wavy thing, and then they appear on the back window. I've seen it happen a couple times. That was kind of cool. But as I was taking pictures outside here, I started getting more and more orbs, as they call them, these balls. Getting more and more of these things, different colors, different sizes, and some other things too. And these are kind of scary. They spook me. I've got one photo with 2 figures in it. One looks like a skull on the right side, and the other side looks like maybe a cat head or whatever. And I'm right here, right beside the I-20, which was right next to 278, runs parallel with it, not even a quarter of a mile from I-20. And back in the day, it was old stagecoach road. And I'm about 900 feet or so, 900 yards from the main railroad line here in Covington, Georgia. So I get the train coming through, and I got the traffic right here behind me. And that's probably 25 feet, if that, from the interstate, I-20. So that could be, if these are spirits, that are there. They could have been passed away from the being hit on I-20 or the railroad or whatever. Here. This area that I'm in now, the motor home park, campground, RV park, it was a row of warehouses at one time. And I was told that they burnt down and a bunch of people died here. But that's what I was told in this area. But like I'm saying, I get a lot of stuff here. Every time I go outside, take a picture, they're there. I set a camera up in the house here. They come in. They're floating through. Daylight or dark. Doesn't make no difference. In the daytime, it has to have a certain amount of sun coming in before they're visible on a dark background in the daytime. But at night, you can see them all the time anyway. Well, this area here, the Covington area, it was incorporated in 1822. And a new United States Army Brigadier General and United States Congressman Leonard Covington, the hero of the war in 1812. And the city grew up in the advent of the railroad in 1845. So that's pretty good history there. So this is my ghost story.